Good evening, New York City. Raul Rivera. So we want to do this quick video and give a short update on what's going on in the City Council. As you know, we've been fighting for the drivers for almost 8 years now. October 3rd, 2025 will be exactly 8 years. So we've been advocating. We got bills drafted. We got petitions signed by the mayor and various other stuff that we have done to bring attention to the cause of the driver. I'm a driver myself. I'm a licensed driver. We're in the process of renewing right now, but we want to touch on some stuff that was happening today. I was contacted and I was told that the City Council is trying to change the rules when it comes to decorum in the City Council. I want New Yorkers to know, while you guys are working in City Hall, our rights are slowly being stripped away. And I'm going to explain it to you in a basic way so anybody can understand it. So you know that applauding is a freedom of expression. For many, many years now, at the City Council, New Yorkers are not allowed to applaud. They want you to wave your hands. So that is, by definition, that is a violation of your First Amendment right, freedom of expression. Also, in the past, people would go to the chambers while they're having hearings and they would hold signs. It got to a point where the signs were too big, so they started to say the signs got to be smaller. It got to a point where the signs have to be now 8.5 by 11, and you have to hold them in front of you. You can't like hold them up or anything like that. And then now today we hear that you can't hold no signs, 0 signs. So they basically eliminated your expression, your freedom of speech, because if you write something down, if you want to express it, you can't do that. Imagine the people who can't speak, who are mute. They can hear, but they can't speak, or both, either or. They want to put up a sign. They're going to tell them no. So that violates right there. That violates the ADA law. Americans with Disabilities Act. That's already a violation right there. But this is what happens when there's so much hatred. There's so much hatred to people who speak the truth. We speak the truth and they can't handle the truth and they don't like that. So no applauding, no signs. Also, for many occasions, I've tried to be present at press conferences. In City Council, you have a couple of rooms. One's called the Blue Room, and then you have the Red Room, where they have press conferences. And I was forbidden from going in because they kept saying you need to have a press pass, press pass, press pass. So what we did, we went and we got a press pass. We got a press pass. And now they still block. They violate the freedom of the press. So this is Adrienne Adams, who is the Speaker of the City Council, and many other council members that support this. And then the Common Sense Caucus basically pats them on the back because they stay silent. Remember, when there's something that's wrong in the city, and you don't speak up against it, especially if you're an elected official, then you're basically okaying it. You're approving of it. Just like congestion pricing. Nobody said anything about congestion pricing, so you approved it. You was okay for it. You don't say that you're our voice, that you speak for us if you stay silent. You cannot speak for us if you stay silent. That's why I tell everybody that the people hold the power, and that's gonna always be that way. The people hold the power today, tomorrow, forever. We hold the power because we got elected officials that are proving us right by staying silent. Vicky Paladino says, we are your voice. Bullshit. If you stay quiet, you are not our voice. You don't say shit on congestion pricing. You don't say nothing about this radical who's running for mayor, who is an anti-Semite. And we have so many people of color endorsing this guy. Practically every Democrat is supporting this guy. Even the governor supported this guy, and she got dissed because he didn't return the favor and endorse her. So it's ridiculous, bananas. It's just bananas. We must be living in the twilight zone for this stuff to be happening. So again, that's what's happening in the City Council. We're being censored little by little by little. They can't take your rights, overnight. So they do it by baby steps. That's how you lose your rights. Baby steps. They take your rights away. That's exactly how they do it. You know, the NYPD used to give out the press pass. Now City Hall gives out the press pass. Why is that? So they can control who gets it or who doesn't get it? Huh? The Speaker, Adams, she talks about moral clarity and transparency. She is the biggest hypocrite there. She endorsed Zohran Mamdani. And all people of color in the council, they should all know that Martin Luther King Jr. stood with Israel. And Adrian Adams and all these council members of color stand with an anti-Semite. Isn't that a kick in the ass? When I was 5 years old in grammar school, I was asked to read the I Have a Dream speech, and I did that. And I was proud to do that. And now at 55 years old, 50 years later, we still remember the work of Dr. King. And he must be rolling over in his grave as we speak to know that people of color are supporting an anti-Semite, a hater of America and a hater of Israel. He is not a unifier. He is a liar. He can't answer questions. We get in his face and we tell him to ask questions and he cannot. He says that when he was asked if he could denounce, globalize the Antifada, he could not do it. He cannot do it. He said it's not the job of the mayor to police language. But yet, if the Prime Minister of Israel showed up to New York, that he's ready to arrest them. People of New York, do not be fooled by this chameleon, by this clown. You guys are smarter than that. Come out and vote. Come out and vote. And also, join us at our next rally. Details will come out soon. Join us. I apologize for the long video, but it was necessary. Come out and fight for our city, and we'll see you soon. God bless. Thank you so much.